Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan, and what I'd like to do today is to give you all some tips and tricks on how to write a hair extension and eyelash extension business plan. So let's go ahead and get the fun started. So first and foremost, my experience. Let me tell you a little bit about me, and then we'll talk about y'all and all your needs and all the helpful hints that I can offer for your eyelash extension and hair extension business plan. First and foremost, I am a professional writer, specifically a business writer and business plan writer. So if you want to avoid all the fun and trials and tribulations aligned with writing your own business plan for your hair extension and eye extension business plan, pick up a phone, give me a call, send me a text. Not a smoke signal, but definitely a email, text, or a call. Be delighted to help you out with writing it. If y'all want to save a little bit of money, y'all can go ahead and visit my author page, which I will introduce y'all to at the end of the video. And you can pick up one of my many books I've written on Amazon in regards to business plan writing, or you can even buy a template. I am in the process of writing up a template for a hair and eyelash extension business plan. So if you want a template to start off for a foundation, again, send me a message or visit my site and it might be available. And finally, I am a adjunct professor with a local college. I do specialize in finance and also general business. All right, enough about me. Let's talk about y'all. Let's talk about your hair extension and the eyelash extension business plan. So first and foremost, tip number one, company description. I love when I write business plans for hair and eyelash extension businesses, I love to tell a story. And the story that I want to tell is going to be about the company, it's going to be about the owner. Why do you want to start this type of business? What is your passions? You know, what makes you qualified to start this business? And why should your customers come to you as compared to other salons that might offer hair and eyelash extensions, as well as cutting and perms or pedicures or manicures? So tell your story and tell why the hair and eyelash extension business is your passion and that you're qualified to do that. Next thing to do is discuss your problem that you're solving. You know, yes, the hair extensions are going to add, they're going to make give somebody more confidence. In the eyelash extensions, it's definitely, cosmetic, and, people love the look and the feel of having the extensions. But, what are some of the other problems? Why can't, what are you doing better than other salons that are generalists as compared to your specialty that you're doing? Is there not other specialists in your area, or are the generalists not doing a very good job? Whatever the problem that you're solving, make sure you identify it, be specific, and discuss it in your company description segment of the business plan. And finally, in your company description plan, make sure to talk about your competitive advantage. What are you doing better than everybody else? With your hair and eyelash extension business, that is definitely a niche service. There's a lot of other generalists out there that are salons, and they do a wide array of services, whereas compared to this type of plan, you are focused on a niche, a core set of specialties. Discuss what those are and why your services are better than everybody else's. Some of the competitive advantages might be the niche services. Another competitive advantage that I've found in speaking with business owners for hair and eyelash extension businesses across the country is that they often offer products that are not easily available at other salons, or services, techniques for installing the hair extensions that are not available at other locations. So in your business plan, company description, make sure to touch on these three topics. Next, tip number two is industry research. A lot of business owners for hair extension and eye extension, what they love to do, they love to go right for the jugular and talk about competition. They want to talk about the salons in the area and how poor of a job that they do, or the limited products that they offer. And that is definitely relevant to include in your industry research. However, you've got to build your foundation and show that you have the knowledge and you've done the research in order to analyze your competitors. So excuse me. From that, what I most humbly recommend when you're doing your industry research is actually start by examining the industry itself. Go to IBIS World, the great third-party provider of general and specific information on various industries. Also, we've got this website right here. It was a brandagangale.com. I've done a little bit of research on that. And that is a pretty good website that's going to offer you some, ideas on what the revenue growth is and how the breakdown is for the hair and eyelash extensions industry, and so on and so forth. So those are just a couple of examples of where you can get your industry research. Once you get that, and talk about your growth, talk about your trends. What do customers want right now? What have they previously wanted? What do they want right now? And what do you think they're going to want in the future? Great place to go ahead and discuss the industry trends, the growth, and your expectations of where the market's going. Once you've solidified and once you've made a case for your industry expertise, then go ahead and dive into your competitor research, talk about your competitors, and now you're coming from a position of power when you're analyzing your competitors. Tip number 3 is advertising. Everybody's going to have a social media page. Everybody's going to have a website. And a lot of organizations, they're really going to push the word of mouth advertising. For the hair and eyelash extension business, from my experience, when you're doing this, social media is probably the strongest avenue that you're going to have to keep your customers loyal and to keep them coming back. A great way to go ahead and exploit the social media is to post pictures of individuals who've had their eyelash extensions installed, or who are just coming in and they've just got their hair, their hair extensions. But use your pictures, use your discussions, use your social media, and once you've got your social media going, that's going to continually remind your previous customers or your potential customers about your business, and that's also going to stimulate your word of mouth advertising as well. When you go ahead and you post your social media and you've got your followers and your followers are building up, they're inevitably going to talk about, hey, look, here's the next hair extension that I'm going to get, or eyelash extension, and they're going to show their friends, and they're going to use the pictures from your social media advertising as a foundation for the word of mouth advertising. So when you're doing your advertising, you're structuring your advertising, keep in mind your social media is probably going to be your foundation and it's going to be your foundation or your gateway to your website or to word of mouth advertising. Next is going to be your funding request. Regardless if you've already established your business or you're going to establish your business, one of the main things that an organization has a business plan is for funding or potential funding. What's worse than when you have an opportunity to raise money and you don't have a business plan? That's a terrible situation to be in. So always have a business plan, have it updated, and include a funding request. Even if the dollar amount needs to be changed, it's a lot easier to change a dollar amount in a funding request than have a business plan written and put in a dollar amount. All right, so when you're doing your funding request, make sure to break your funding request into categories: your startup costs, your expansion costs, your equipment you're going to need, the build out, working capital. All that is working capital is how much money do you need in your checking account once you open your doors to keep your business going, until you have a loyal following and you've got a good cash flow coming in. Equipment, remember that when you're doing your equipment, that's going to be your salon chairs, that's going to be whatever hand equipment you're going to need in order to do the installation of the hair extensions or the eye extensions. And then you're going to need inventory. You're going to need an inventory of your hair extensions and your eye extensions, and make sure that you have enough inventory to hold you over and to meet the needs of your customers. Tip number 5 is your financial projections. When you start your business, you're going to want to know if you're going to make a profit, right? And not only that, but you're going to want to know what your price points are. And in order to go ahead and determine how much money you need to charge and what your variable costs and your monthly costs are in order to make the profits that you want, you're going to need some kind of basic profit and loss statement. So here is just an example of what I propose to do for your hair and eyelash, and I apologize, eyelash is spelled incorrectly, but hair and eyelash extension revenues, the starting point is going to be your daily sales. So start with your daily sales, hair extensions, eye extensions, and miscellaneous. So for example, a hair extension, the average price might be $175. Your variable cost is how much it costs you for the actual hair extension. An average price might be $60. In order to get your gross profits, you just simply deduct your variable costs from your sales price, and that's going to give you your gross profit. Next, you're going to multiply however many services you plan on doing in a day. So for this example right here, number of services is going to be, for hair extensions, is going to be 2. So you'll multiply your 2 by your gross profit of 115. It'll give you your 230. You do this for all of the different services you're going to offer. Miscellaneous might be products that you're going to sell. Once you do that, you're going to total up your services, service revenues for the day. That's going to give you your total gross profit. In this example, $830. You're then going to multiply your daily gross profits by the number of days that you plan on being open. In this example, 30. That's going to give you your monthly gross profits. So you take the $24,900 and you're going to bring that number all the way down here to where it says monthly profits. You're going to plug it in right here. And then you're going to go and you're going to make up your monthly fixed cost. Monthly fixed cost may be your loans that you're going to need to pay back, your inventory, labor, if you have technicians working for you, space rental, utilities, marketing, accounting, and just a miscellaneous, a catch-all. You're going to total up all your fixed costs. Once you do that, you're going to plug it in right down here underneath your monthly profits. And your final step is you're going to take your monthly gross profits, you're going to subtract your monthly cost, and that is going to give you your net profits, in this example, $4,800 for the month. And keep in mind, most business owners for the hair and eyelash extensions, they're also going to be doing the services as well. So this profit right here is above and beyond what you will make with doing your actual hair and eyelash extension services. All right, so in summary, when you're writing a business plan for the hair and eyelash extensions, follow a proven format. There's a lot of templates out there that you can go to SBA that's going to give you a structure for you to follow to make sure that you're touching on all the important aspects of your business, and you're doing it in an in-depth manner where you're not going too overboard, but you're providing enough information where people understand what your business is going to be, how it's going to operate, and why you're starting services. Keep the star of the show the business. Yes, you are an expert excuse me, in your industry, and you've been probably doing hair and eyelash extensions for many years, and you've got specific techniques, and you've got a loyal following. All this stuff is wonderful. However, when you start talking about me, you start losing the focus of your business. And you want to keep the star of the show your business. Show how you talk about how you're going to grow your business and the services you're going to provide and the target market. When you're able to keep the star of the show your business, then you're taking the spotlight off of you, you're putting it on your business, and that's what people are going to be investing in. You're going to support it, and you're definitely an important part of your business, but they really want to know how you're going to operate the business. So keep the star of the show the business. And finally, contact me for help. If you're stuck with your financials, if you're stuck with writing a business plan for your hair and eyelash extension business, reach out, get a professional to assist. If it's not me, you make sure you get a professional to assist, because you do want to put your best foot forward when you're writing the business plan. You do want it well written. You want quality content in there, and you want to make sure it flows properly and it's not too overburdened, but it's also not too scarce either. Next, if you want a little bit more information on how to write a hair and eyelash extension business plan, just mosey on over to my website, qualitybusinessplan.com/how to write a hair and eyelash extension business plan. And on this website, I do offer some more tips and tricks on how to write your own hair and eyelash extension business plan. And finally, if you want a business plan template, I am in the process of writing a hair and eyelash extension business plan template. If it's not ready by the time you need it, just send me a message, let me know, and I'll put it to the front of the list, and I'll put it together, and I do sell those templates. So just reach out to me. I'd love to work with you on that as well. And finally, if y'all want some books on just general business plan writing or how to understand financial statements, please visit my webpage at amazon.com/author/Paul Borosky. And you will find a slew of books on business plan writing, financial statements, and so on and so forth. So hopefully this video was educational, helpful. And if you all would like my services, reach out and help me out. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up on YouTube. Thank you very much.